Hey guys, just giving you a little update on the build right now. I got the bearings for the center housing and not the right snap rings. I just have normal standard snap rings in there right now, but I need reinforced ones. They're a little thicker. And got the CV flanges is tacked together there. They're not welded yet because actually I tacked them and one of them isn't perfectly straight. Unfortunately, I'll show you that. I gotta take that back off and fix it. It's got a little bit of a wave to it. You can see that. I got the A-arms just sitting on here right now just so I could show you guys those finally. They're all finished. I'm waiting on machining the threaded inserts for the end of the upper A-arms. I have the tie rod ends in the house for it, well, the rod ends, which is perfect, and I'm waiting on those plates still to go on the outside of this bearing retainer and fit inside of there. I have the clamping plates inside, all the bolts, hardware for it, so I'll be able to have that together pretty soon and start mounting the motor, which is nice. And then the other key to the puzzle today I got in the mail is the retainers for the rear uprights. They're a nice piece. I had to order these straight from the manufacturer because I couldn't get them in my Lay's truck, just like the center housing. But these, I couldn't really substitute anything for it just because of the way the design is. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to get one of these uprights together and I'll show you what they look like. Hey guys, just finished up welding up one of the uprights. I tacked it together. Pretty nice looking. Let me try to get that in the light for you. Nice, that's one of those. It's pretty good. And it mounts up here like so. I got the acetyl or the the acetyl bar will be here this week, so I can start machining the bushings for inside there. I've got the pivot pins inside, they're just 5/8 round stock, and I gotta thread the ends of it, and this should be able to go together. Hey guys, I got a whole bunch of stuff in the mail this week, so I thought I'd show you what I got going on now. I got the acetyl bar finally in the mail. They call this stuff Delrin rod here in Canada. I guess they are different actually, acetyl and Delrin, but Delrin is a little bit better for the bushings that I'm making anyway, which is a good thing. And all the bushings I'm making out of that, I borrowed my boss's mini lathe here. It's just a small little miniature lathe. I'm going to use that to make those bushings because they're simple. Yeah, and those are all the bushings for these A-arms again. So I can get that together. And I have the 5/8 rod inside to make the pins. So I'll be able to have these A-arms bolted on here very soon, which is nice. And then I got the plates finally for inside there, which are right here. And as you can see, they fit nicely around my bearing race I made in there. And then they fit inside of here. Let's see if I can get this with one hand. There you go. And you can see they fit inside that shape perfectly. Sorry guys, had to stop there and talk to someone. I got the new clamping plates cut too. So these are the old ones here. And what's different is this 4-bolt pattern for the reverse. I'm not running reverse on my buggy. And also this ring is cut bigger. So on the new plates, they're both set up without the 4 holes for the reverse, which is good. And then this hole is cut smaller because of my plate setup, just so that way it's a stronger grab and stronger hold there, right? It's So you'll see this all go together in this video, which is nice. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna start cutting the bushings here for the A-arms. So altogether in the front end too, I'm gonna need 20 altogether. So I'm gonna go cut this Delrin rod, 20 pieces of them, and I'll get machining. Hey guys, just getting a little exhausted of machining here, so I thought I'd take a break, show you what's going on. I got most of the bushings pretty close to done here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I got 3 more left to finish up. They're almost done there. Just got to turn down the rest of the shoulder. And then this little mini lathe, it does not. It's a tapered tailstock, but it doesn't have a flat spot in it to grab the bit like your normal lathe would. So I cannot drill with this, which is really dumb because they give you a live center. I don't know where it is. It's in the house right now, yeah, but it gives you a live center, but you can't use the live center unless you have a centered hole. So I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, so I'll be done these pretty much, and tomorrow I'll have to go and use the big lathe and put some 5/8 holes through them and clean up the inside of these A-arm holes, install those, and as soon as I'm done these, I'm going to start cutting those pivot pins. So we'll have the A-arms on here soon. So I got the rear end here bolted together, just to size things up, see how they're looking. It's a little bit tight up here. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but this is my own design. Seems like it's gonna work out pretty good, and I'm gonna bring these to my dad's work tomorrow and clean the welds out of here and re-weld these flanges together, because I didn't do a very good job, as you can see. I don't know if you can tell in the video, it's got some hop to it, and I don't like that. I'm going to get rid of that, even though it's really not that bad. So I'm going to fix those, and I just, the plates that I had cut yesterday, you can see them inside there, I just have them tacked to my bearing brace now. The clamping plates there that hold it together are on, and right here, this is the chain tensioning slug sort of thing, I'll call it. It's got a threaded hole in it there, and it goes through these clamping plates, and it goes all the way through to the other side. If I can fucking get it in here, friggin', there we go. Not getting paid from YouTube. And then you run a bolt down through here and through that slug, and when you tighten that slug now, it's gonna rotate these plates on those slots, right? And then there'll be another sprocket on here. I'll show on this side so it makes more sense. Another sprocket here. So when you tighten that bolt, it'll pull the sprocket up into the chain and tension the chain for me. Actually, vice versa. It'll push the sprocket down into the chain to tension it, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out when it happens, but my brain's not working. I've done way too much machining in the last 12 hours. It's been crazy. Just got a little update for you on the buggy. It's St. Patrick's Day today, but I spent the whole day in the shop. Got to the big lathe and I drilled out the Delrin bushings, completely finished them all. So I got the A-arms on here, which is real nice to see finally. I made the threaded inserts for the rod ends, so they're in there on both sides. There's a look at those Delrin bushings for you. If you can see them, the lighting's really bad in here. I'm sorry. This is what I've been building this buggy in. It's just this small little shed, so it's starting to get real tight. I got about 6 inches of room on this side, probably a foot on this side, and back and forth I can hardly even fucking move. So this is getting really bad, but it's what I got, right? Making do with what I got. So also today in the shop, I cut apart the CV flanges and re-welded them. They're a little better. I can't get them perfect, so this is what I'm gonna have to settle with. It's not too bad. I don't know, you can tell me what you think. I'm gonna run it, hope for the best. Could go through chains a little quicker. I don't think that'll throw the chain off its line, which is good, but it could wear a chain quick. That's one of the concerns about this. So hopefully that all works out. But yeah, I got that all mounted in there, super nice. A-arms on. That involved, I had to machine all the pivot pins today, but I was short nuts. I'm short 3 nuts there, so I gotta wait till Monday to get those. Yeah, it looks super nice. So now actually I finally got the uprights here. I'm gonna finish welding them. See, I got I don't know what you call them. These are just temporary. You throw these in there so you don't distort anything while you're welding it. And they're super picky about welding around this race too. You cannot weld around that race. Like, I laid little tacks. I caught like 2 or 3 of them, like so minute, just to hold it while I was putting it together. But yeah, you cannot weld that at all. So I'm gonna get those uprights put together, probably throw some red oxide on them, and get them put on here. We can get a good look at the rear end finally, which is super nice. I've said that a couple times, but it's been an exciting day there, and then I'll be able to finally get to mounting the motor, because I know where this driveline's going. I'm gonna use this super cool tool I got from my boss. He worked at Subaru back in the day, and they gave him one of these, well, a whole box of these, couple of these, so I scored one, and it's a precision straight edge. They use these for doing engine work on the Subarus, so I'm gonna actually use that for lining up my chain line. Use it for a lot of stuff. It's a very handy tool, but precision usually means take care of it tool, so always keep it in our case, put it away. I'll give you another update in a little bit once I get these uprights done. Well, big bummer, guys. I just ran out of gas welding together the first upright, so it's 7 o'clock now, so I'm just unhooking the bottle, get it ready. I'll have to fill it tomorrow and give you an update tomorrow, unfortunately, so that'll be it for today. And I got the other upright here, though, ready to go in a box right here, so this will get done tomorrow.